Welcome to the Comics News Wire. This is going to be for week 25. This is brought to you by comicboogadvocates.com, where the love of comics comes first. And we're going to get right into it with the campaigns. Now, comics funding. All right. I know you guys are excited. I'm excited. So let's see what's available. Remember that there is still issues with getting paper, believe it or not. Yep. We're halfway through the year and we still haven't gotten our supply chain just right yet. So be mindful of that. But here we go. A few hours left on this. This is Brothers and Sisters, now available on the Kickstarter platform for you guys to enjoy and love. Time is running out. The creator will more than likely not fund this time, to be completely transparent. And that's okay. We're going to still support him, give him $1 to encourage him. Here's one that we know will easily fund. This is Tart. It's already made over its goal. This is the Submerged hardcover collection. The art is fantastic. And now we're getting one of these press and holds, which are always fun. They're checking to make sure I'm not a robot, apparently. What if I were? What if I were a robot? Why are you being biased? All right, so the lucky ones, a World War II combat engineering comic that is reminiscent of the Dirty Dozen with an LGBTQ twist. Roach Mill is all about exterminating the things that annoy you, whether it be cockroaches, rats, maybe ants, or your grandmother. Give them a call. Now available on Kickstarter. Savage Sasquatch heads to space where no Sasquatch has gone before, and you can find him by going to Kickstarter or BACKERPAUSE.com and backing it today, along with There's an Alien in My Toilet, an all-ages sci-fi comedy adventure that is all about an alien becoming a samurai to attack a wild group of ants and squirrels. Will he win? Is this duty from Uranus's time to shine? We'll find out if we back it. John Scooter Robinson gives us Scorpio. Get it now, along with Tap Studs, the latest project from the Sticky Graphic Novels, the premier publisher of wordless, gay, character-based, sex-positive graphic novels, is back for 2022. Get your copy today on Kickstarter. Alexion, Creed of Nighthawk. Issue 1, a fast-paced fantasy comic filled with sword, sorcery, epic storytelling, and drama and heart-pounding action. This was the guest judge last night for BACKERPAUSE's campaign, so make sure you show it some love. Let's show him that we appreciate him coming on to judge. And Visicarian Tales is an epic adventure that actually puts our character up against the reality versus the fiction of what she expects. That's now on Kickstarter. Coming soon, The Expanse launches early next week. See how the continuum expands next week by becoming one of the first backers and getting your just rewards for backing the next continuum project. Also, we're going to have Miss Vengeance, The Broken Pavement. Oh, and finally, Scarlet Huntress, The Reckoning is coming. Speaking of Reckoning, I reckon we go over to the Comics Newswire and check out what's made news this week. Let's get into it. And of course, at the top of this, you can find this, by the way, go to comicsnewswire.com, week 25, and you will find inside of it both our comics funding and our comics forecast. Here we go. Let's dive into it. Randy L. Bishop tells us about The Hawk of New York. It has been reviewed. It's his brand new comic book. He's very excited about it. It's issue number 7. And he will be at the 40th anniversary of the Heroes Convention week. The 40th anniversary of Heroes Convention. We'll learn more about that in the upcoming forecast, but he will be at table 53. Check him out and tell him Comic Book Advocate says hi. All right. Months of physical therapy have seemingly begun to relieve some issues, and I'm going to try to open my interviews again. So I don't know why it turned to Shell. Who wants to be on it? For some reason, Shell is a typo, but here it is for the first time ever seen. 7 minutes with a comics creator. That starts next week and will be on TikTok and Twitter, YouTube, and the Facebooks. So look forward to it. So these are all the campaigns advocated on BACKERPAUSE, as you guys can see right there. And this has been an issue, by the way. For some reason, the preview pictures are disappearing from different, we don't know why, tweets and all the things that are going on Facebook, and we don't know the issue, but it's there, and it seems to be affecting more anything with Kickstarter. Gee, I wonder. NRG gives us a prideful moment, and they talking about how their character connects with the LGBT community. Drew Ford gives us the big news that Breathers is to be collected by Dark Horse, and it's alive. So check out more for that. Joey Galvez tells us that they are having a Pros Creators Affordable Monthly public relation services for your crowdfunding campaigns. So that's the Geek Collective. Tilt, now on Kickstarter. It's the gritty and fourth wall breaking and a whole lot of art collected the entire first issue. This will wind up on BACKERPAUSE. We're just waiting for confirmation from a creator for that. And Joey DeSantos shows off and proudly that he has a Project We Love badge and was #1 on the hot list. There's an alien in my toilet. Says the time's almost running out, so make sure you get your copy today. John Cross thought the group would like this, so here it is. Some art from an upcoming project of theirs. Richard Davis shows us that he's got the Cult of Dracula's next cover that he just debuted at Fan Expo Dallas. Michael McAdam talks about his free comic book, which pages 1 and 2 kick off this week. It's Xanatos, The Light of Joy. And remember, you can find all of this by going to comicbookadvocates.com. And here goes the anatomy of a double-page spread, and he's showing off some FX lettering. This is for the acclaimed Steamroller Man, acclaimed by many who enjoy it. Here we go. The Hero Studio Media gives us the Super 6. Check it out today. We talked about BACKERPAUSE. Check out the new BACKERPAUSE video for how we updated stuff. This is my boy Danny J. Quick. Want to know if anyone's from the North Carolina area. And this August 6th, up in Punta Gorda, Florida, you'll be able to be part of the Old Time Comics Show. Then Visicarian Tales, which we've talked about already through our BACKERPAUSE Connect. Comics News Wire. By the way, this is actually our crowdfunder of the week. That's why it's here. Visicarian Tales. Check it out today on Kickstarter. Mary Dumas says that they're just $500 from their goals, so check out the lucky ones. World War II comic, a Combat Engineers comic. Make sure you check that. New NRG gives us a new character that they're about to show off, and she's going to be a major supporting cast. It's Empress Julie Gable. Psycho comes from John Codis, and he thinks that we would like this. I don't know. Do you guys like it? There's going to be... We're almost done coloring issue #2, says Silvio Spotted Sword of Justice. And again, you guys can see a lot of these preview images are suddenly missing. A Tiger's Tale, I'd rather random opportunity would lead into the legendary Jeff Darrow, creator of the Shaolin Cowboy and concept artist behind it. This comes from Patrick Lugio, and we have from Source Point Press some exciting news, and we're going to let that percolate here and explain it. This is the final cover of The Darkness in stores today. Get your copy right now. And there you go. We're going to get back to where we were. There we go. This weekend is Heroes Con. It's the 40th anniversary, and we're going to talk more about it in the upcoming look at it for the forecast here. So stay tuned for that. This I needed in my life, Spider Rex. The Edge of the Spider-Verse. Comics Plus, a digital comics surge platform, is taking off for schools. The Wizards are now available from Chris Burgos, and children are what we pour into them. And that's it for right now. We're going to head over to our forecast for all of you to check out and enjoy. Welcome to the Comic-Con Forecast. And this week, ComicConForecast.com presents the Heroes Forecast for week 25 of 22. That's 6/20 to 6/26. Believe it or not, guys, we're going to be halfway through the year at the end of this week. We're already July. Next week, we're going to talk about the extended forecast. But let's talk about this week, where Heroes Convention is going down. That's right. The Heroes Convention celebrates their 40th anniversary. That's pretty exciting. It's going to be June 24th to the 26th. And that's leading the top story this week on the COMiXcon forecast. And that's going to be going on in North Carolina, as it always happens, in Charlotte. and we're excited to see it return and be bigger than ever. And RobCon is happening again in Tennessee. That's the 24th through the 26th. I haven't been invited again. I don't know. My invite must be in the mail. That's going on, I guess, without me this weekend. Also this weekend, the 24th to the 26th, is going to have the SoonerCon. I have no idea what this is about. It was part of the ConventionScene.com, which all of these are brought to us by, because we don't know any creators being anywhere this week, or they haven't told us yet. So all of this is brought to you today by ConventionScene.com, your way to plan out your Comic-Con season ahead of time, as they have a calendar view. All right, so here we go. On the 25th in Huntsville, Alabama, will be the Huntsville Comic-Con Comic and Toy Convention. That's going to be happening in the Embassy Suites by Hilton. Fancy. London Con is going on. Well, I guess it's not in London. It's in London or Ontario. That's going to be the Forest City Comic Con over in Canada. And in New Hampshire, you're going to have the Keene Comic Con in Keene, New Hampshire. That's going to be going on this weekend on the 25th to the 26th. In Lake Jackson, Texas, we'll have the Chaotic Freedom Celebration. And that's going to be happening, of course, in the United States. And in Ohio, you're going to have the Akron Summit Comic Con in the United States at the Summit County Fairgrounds over in Ohio on the 26th. And in London, this time it is actually in London, UK, will be the London Comic Mart on the 26th in the United Kingdom. This week's BACKERPAUSE moment, the crowdfunder of the week, will go to Visicarian Tales, Masked Marauders, 1 of 3. And we're hopefully going to have Wendy on one of the programs really soon. And if you want to get a comic from Continuum Comics, go to WiREComics.com, where all of our comics are on sale for you now and ready to be purchased. We're going to be talking about the extended forecast next week on this program. So tune in next week. But for now, we're out of here. This has been the COMiXcon Forecast.